We mentioned the difference in scores for Corey's routine, the 9.95 and the 9.7. Suzanne was also a little concerned with that.
Kayce Stein for Auburn on balance beam. And yes, they work the officials, just like you see the coaches on the sideline at a basketball game.
Kayce's had a fantastic year this year, competing in the all-around, really coming on strong. She had surgery on her elbow during the off-season, and that enabled her to compete on bars this year. That put her in the all-around, and she was scoring some of their top all-around scores. And as a freshman, we're seeing a little bit of a different style from Kayce on this event than, say, what we saw from Corey Fritzinger. She's very calm, almost a little hesitant. As she matures as an athlete, we'll really start to see her attack this event like Jeana Rice and Corey. Big skill here, the gainer layout, and she's off the beam. 5/10 deduction, plus she will not get credit for that D-level skill.
Kayce Stein back up on the beam, has to just tough it out and finish it up.
Double twist, chest down on the landing. That's a tough break for Auburn.
Shaking her head, a little bit disappointed with her personal effort. 9.3, Auburn, and the balance beam from Kayce Stein.
Let's take a look at what went wrong here in her gym acro. Her shoulder drops out of the caisson. She's a little bit hesitant going into the gainer layout, something that you can't afford to be on balance beam, and it cost her.
Our first look at Jeana Rice since the first rotation, ranked #1 in the country in the individual all-around. She's currently leading that competition, although it's too early to tell just how it's going to go. Here she is on the bars.
Take a look at her form. Her body position is beautiful all the way down to her toe point. Nice combination work into her Tkachev, straddle back, boom, right in handstand. Not many deductions so far. Can she get the landing? Nails it, and a big dismount.
Very nicely done for Jeana Rice. 9.925. That's not going to hurt her chances as an individual of taking home a title here, nor will it hurt the chances for Bama to come away with an SEC championship.
Taking a look at the dismount, it's a double back with a full twist in the first salto. There's the full twist, back out. She sees the landing and no movement.
We've seen something of April Burkholder, but you have to get to know her just a little bit better to know all of the many facets and talents she has.
Well, Brian, LSU freshman April Burkholder scored a perfect 10 on floor earlier this season, becoming just the third LSU gymnast to do so. But what's even more exciting about this fabulous freshman is her style. She is so unique, wants to be a choreographer, and actually choreographed her entire routine. And rumor has it she also does some choreography with words, doing some rapping in her part-time.
I asked her earlier if she'd rap for us. She said, I don't mix the two, gymnastics and rapping.
She is a fascinating young woman and very fun to watch. And on floor exercise, we can only imagine that this is going to be one of the real highlights of the meet.
Opening pass, full in, back out. A little bounce out there.
Very close to being out of bounds, but she stayed in.
She not only choreographed her own routine, but also teammate Brittany Brown's routine this year. Two and a half punch front, one of my favorite passes on floor exercise. Combines front and back tumbling.
Again, very close to the out of bounds line, but as long as that yellow flag lies in the lap of the judge, everything's good.
When you're doing big tumbling like that, you really want to make full use of this 40-foot by 40-foot floor to get your full potential power. Front layout, front layout.
Nicely done.
Definitely a pretty gymnast with a great future ahead of her. We're going to see a lot from April in the years to come.
April Burkholder, for LSU, finishing up on floor exercise with a very exciting performance. Coach Dee Bro is over there, and a 9.9 will only add to the excitement that she and her team feels about that one.
Taking a look at that opening pass. An E-level skill, full in, back out, bounces out on the landing, but very clean.
Senior Melanie Zaharias of Kentucky competing in her final SEC championship. For her, the career is over.
I am very sad. I got emotional last week. This has been my life. I love gymnastics and just being in competition. I'm very sad.
This is a tough sport. It really is your life, and when your 4 years are up, it's over. There's no professional league in gymnastics. This is their finale here. And for Zaharias, this is her last competition as a team competitor, although she did advance onto the regionals on this event, the vault, her best event.
9.875, a good score for her best event here tonight. Take another look as Coach Leah Little looks on.
This is your Yurchenko-style vault, half front layout, a little bit of a hip bend in the air. I'd like to see that stretched out, but a good solid landing.
Marie Bear, one of the young freshmen on the team that Sarah Patterson spoke of, trying to get them off to a good start. Well, she's certainly done that here tonight so far. And here's Marie on uneven parallel bars.
She anchors Bama's bar lineup. Does an important job here. There's her piked Jaeger, an E-level skill.
Judges looking for that vertical.
Seeing a nice toe point from Marie. Good job.
Oh, as the anchor for Bama's bar lineup, she has more than done her job with a 9.875. Alabama and Coach Sarah Patterson have indeed gotten this young team off to a terrific start in this SEC championship, and we're well into the meet now.
See David stepping in here just in case she needs help on this piked Jaeger. That E-level skill, he saw that she had it from the beginning, didn't get involved.
Alabama by the tiniest margin in rotation 3 over a very strong LSU team. Here's Jen Hildreth.
Well, Dee Dee, you've got 2 events out of the way, and you still got vault and your strongest event, bars, yet to come. So how do you feel right now?
We feel good. We wanted to start on beam because because we're so young, we've not been a strong finish on beam team. For us to be able to go and hit our sets and then go to floor, which is, we've been up and down. So to hit floor as well as we did, get a little momentum going into vaulting where you just have to, reckless abandon. I think we're on track to have a great meet.
Certainly seems to be the case. In any case, it is a great meet. And Georgia is back in action in rotation 4. Stay with us.